Welcome to the channel. First of all, I ask you, don't take anything literally. It's just my opinion. If you like the video, leave a like and subscribe. That's it. Let's get into the video. The illusion of intelligence? The more you know, the worse it gets. Being smart seems like an advantage, right? A divine gift. A superpower that puts you ahead of the herd. But then, reality smacks you in the face. The more you know, the worse your situation gets. Think about it. You're the guy who understands how things work, solves problems nobody else can, spots flaws that go unnoticed, and what happens? Everyone starts dumping work on you. At the office, within family, among friends. Oh, so-and-so is smart. He figures it out. And suddenly, you become the babysitter for everyone else's incompetence. Meanwhile, the guy who understands nothing keeps his head down. No one expects anything from him. If something goes wrong, no one blames him. Why? Because he's kind of dumb. Poor guy. Meanwhile, the smart one kills himself working, while the dumb one relaxes. Fair? Number. But life isn't fair. Schopenhauer already warned us. Intelligence only serves to increase your share of suffering. And there's more. Being intelligent means noticing the world's rot. You see how people manipulate, lie, exploit. You realize that perfect happiness is just a badly done commercial, and that consumes you. The dumb one? He's chill, believing whatever nonsense, happy, in his ignorance. Example. Imagine you work in an office. You know how everything works. You know your boss is an idiot. The company's going downhill. There are tons of problems no one's seeing. Do you speak up? Hell no. If you do, you'll end up responsible for solving everything. The smart one works twice as hard, while the dumb one earns the same salary money and leaves early. That's the real deal. Intelligence is a gift wrapped in shit. If you don't know how to disguise it, you end up overloaded, exhausted, and in the end, nobody thanks you. That's why the best strategy might be to act like you don't know that much. Not becoming a total idiot. Just enough so people leave you alone. After all, Schopenhauer was right. Knowledge doesn't bring happiness. It only brings awareness of the chaos. And if you don't want to be an idiot carrying the weight of the world, maybe it's time to practice your best dumb face. The wisdom of the fool, being underestimated as your greatest weapon. Everyone wants to seem smart, but guess what? That's a recipe for disaster. Show off your intelligence, and the world gives you a nasty gift. More problems, more work, more expectations. But if you pretend to be kind of slow and spaced out, nobody hassles you. Welcome to the art of being underestimated. Imagine you're in a working group. Everyone wants to shine, show off, prove they're the genius of the bunch. Who ends up with the hardest tasks? The smart ones. Meanwhile, the guy doing dumb face acts innocent, free and easy. And this isn't just at work, it's life. If you appear too intelligent in a conversation, they drag you into useless arguments. If you talk about finance, someone will ask you to manage their money. If you can fix a computer, you become free tech support for your whole family. The fool? He never has anything to solve. The strategic side of pretending to be dumb. It's not about being actually dumb, it's about letting others think you're irrelevant. Harmless. So when they least expect it, you act. Classic ugly duckling move. You watch quietly, while arrogant ones drown in their confidence. When shit hits the fan, you know how to leverage the situation. Think of any mob movie. The boss isn't the guy shouting, "I'm the badass." He's quiet, low-key, looks harmless, until he suddenly orders everyone taken out. That's power in being underestimated. Want to apply this? Speak less. Let others waste their breath trying to prove they're the smartest person in the room. While they fight for the genius podium, you save energy and avoid unnecessary drama. When the time is right, when no one expects anything, boom, you act. and everyone's jaw drops. Schopenhauer said, "Most people don't want the truth. They only want confirmation of their own delusions." So why waste time trying to be recognized as the smart one? The real smart guy uses stupidity as camouflage. Because at the end of the day, while geniuses sweat, the smart fool enjoys life, stays silent, and observes. The world is packed with people who just want to speak. The truth is, when no one tells it, most people don't want to listen, they just want to talk. And if you're too smart, it becomes even more obvious. Instead of learning or understanding something, people waste hours dumping their empty opinions. Believe me, the majority of those opinions are garbage. So why speak at all? Instead of jumping into endless debates or trying to prove how deep you are, just observe. Silence is one of the most powerful tools you have. Why? Because the world is full of people who don't know what they're doing, yet love to talk like they're the coaches of universal truth. When you stay quiet, you avoid a ridiculous amount of problems. If you talk too much, you get dragged into stupid arguments, you get interrupted, and in the end, you're remembered only for your frustrated attempt to be heard. But if you stay silent, you begin to see who really has something to say and who's just vomiting words to feel important. And yes, ignorance really is a blessing. Schopenhauer was right. The more you know, the more you see how little you control. If you were fully aware of everything going on around you, you'd probably collapse under the weight of it. It's easier to live in a world where you pretend not to understand everything. It's a form of self-sabotage, yes, but an intelligent one. Just imagine the relief of not needing to know everything. Most people are like hamsters on a wheel, panicking over things they don't even understand. Meanwhile, the one who allows themselves to not know, to be dumb, just watches. And what happens to them? Less stress, fewer expectations, and somehow more peace. In a world where everyone's trying to prove they've got it all figured out, pretending not to know might be the only smart move. No one expects anything from you. No one pressures you. You learn quietly and act only when it matters. That's the real strategy. Wisdom disguised as ignorance. It's no coincidence that the deepest philosophers like Schopenhauer withdrew from the world. They knew that the more you engage in empty conversations, the more you lose yourself. Silence, blending in, understanding that no one really knows what they're doing. That's true wisdom. In the end, ignorance isn't just a blessing, it's a refuge. And when you finally understand that silence is your greatest ally, you stop needing to prove anything to anyone. While everyone fights to look like the smartest person in the room, you'll be there, calm, silent, observing the mess, knowing you're actually the one in control. Because the truth is, it's not how much you know that defines you, it's how well you pretend not to.